back in week 2. The Bengals lost their first game against the Ravens. Can Baltimore do it again? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest-paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Oh, he fakes a spike. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get caught. Job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals 40-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. After that play, we're going to get a pause here, an injured player, and that's the tight end, Zach Ertz, in some discomfort. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. 4th down. Out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. are going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the counter, it's Edwards. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action. Now Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. And he'll get this up to about the 40. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now here come the Ravens. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the picks.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And they'll run it here. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Joe Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a 6. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Rashad Bateman racing to the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he returns this to the 22. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Burrow will throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and a couple. Now Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Isaiah Likely the target that time, but it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Jackson. The swing pass here to Edwards. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll go on the ground. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And they'll run it here. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down, give him 25 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the year and third overall. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 coming. Stop.
Now Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Running free at the 45. And finally brought down at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. He's into space past the 25. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Trenton Irwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jackson on 1st down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11, Thomas. 11.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield now, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go on the ground. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, first down. And they'll run it here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Baltimore, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.